Live performance from 95 WIIL Rock Studio East.
Well, we got a nice crowd in here tonight. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome to 95 WIIL Rock Studio East, sponsored by Consumers Credit Union. Everywhere for everyone and online at myconsumers.org. Barbecued Productions on Route 45 and Third Lake, and online at WeGrillItAll.com and Music Source Route 45, Bays Lake. The guys are set up. They're ready to go. Let's say hi to Young Guns.
Hello.
Very nice to have you guys here. And it's a pretty casual scene. We've had the listeners out with you guys in the parking lot, kind of hanging out and chilling. A beautiful evening after the rain today. So for those unfamiliar with Young Guns, you guys are a British act, but it seems like we see you guys a lot here stateside. You've got shows in June with 3 Days Grace in Joliet, then in Libertyville, June 23rd and 24th. So Chicago, you have no excuse not to go see them. They're going to be around the area next month. But for some reason, when I hear you guys, it seems like you can emulate the hard rock here in America now. What is the scene for hard rock like in England? Because for a lot of us here, we think of British rock like Oasis and Blur and maybe Muse.
Well, I think that there was a period of time, because the 90s was so good for rock music in the UK, like you say, all those great bands. And then really in the 2000s, when we were kind of teenagers and growing up and learning how to play music and stuff, there wasn't really that much around. So I think naturally all kind of English eyes looked over the Atlantic, and certainly for us growing up, it was all, you know, Metallica and Green Day and Nirvana and Foo Fighters, one of those kind of bands. But I think now the music scene in the home is getting really healthy again, and maybe not like quote unquote hard rock, but there's loads of really interesting stuff coming out there. And there's a Mama's making some waves over here, and You Me at 6, friends of ours, Bring Me the Horizon, you know. So a lot of good bands coming out, and I think that, you know,
Arzobets was actually just in here, actually. It's Studio East.
So talented and so young, it's quite annoying. Yeah. But I think you're going to see over the next couple of years more and more bands from the UK coming over. So, but we're certainly glad to be here. It's great to be kind of flying the flag a bit, you know.
Heck yeah. Well, I just want to remind everybody, if you're listening on the radio, we have our first multi-camera feed ever, live from Studio East, and it is up and running for you right now at 9.com. Let's hear music from Young Guns. We've got John on guitar. Gus is our singer tonight. Ben is drumming back there. We got Simon on bass. We've got Young Guns, and we are live on 95 WIIL Rock from Studio East. Take it away, guys.
Let's do this. In the wind, and all of our moments pass us by before they begin. And I know I can't deny the burning in your eyes. I need a little more now. Rage against the dying light. Just burn with me tonight, 'cause I'm needing. 'Cause if this is love, baby, I want out. And we'll light up the sky as we burn it down. But I know you can't bear it, but let me say, yes, I know it's better this way. This is love, baby, I wanna. All we are is breath against a glass. Just like the ashes of a fire, we're fading fast. And I know I can't deny burning in your eyes. I need a little more now. Rage against the dying light. Just burn with me tonight, 'cause I'm needed. Well, if this is love, baby, I want out. And we'll light up the sky as we burn it down. I know you can't bear it, but let me say, yes, I know it's better this way. This is love, baby, I wanna. and we'll light up the sky as we burn it down. I know you can't bear it, but let me say, yes, I know it's better this way. This is love, baby, I want out. I want out. I want out. Thank you.
Wow. That is Young Guns Out song I Want Out, Rising Up, of course, the current single.
Yes.
Wow, that was fantastic.
Thank you.
95 Will
a lot
Rock.
less loud.
The Rock Station. We are live from Studio East. The band is Young Guns, and while we have a studio audience in here with us, you won't be able to see them until June 23rd and June 24th. They'll be in Joliet and then Libertyville on each of those nights with 3 Days Grace. It was a couple of years ago that listeners discovered you guys with your song Bones.
Yeah.
That went to #1 on the rock radio chart. Your guys did very, very well. The 40th hit of the day not too long ago.
Cool.
But do you feel a sense of pressure having conquered the American chart with your first outing and then feeling like you may be falling short if you don't hit that benchmark with everything you put out?
I mean, I think that, you know, to have something as great as that happen with your very first ever song, especially when you wrote that song without any idea and really without any knowledge that we would even be playing shows in America ever. You know, we wrote that song in 2011.
Wow.
Just to put on a record releasing in the UK on an independent. You know, it wasn't really, I mean, we cared about our band passionately, but we didn't anticipate it blowing up like that. So it was a privilege and quite a surprise, and I think we've always been able to deal with it in that mindset and not be too kind of intimidated by that fact. I mean, it's a foot in the door, and an incredible foot in the door to have a #1.
Such an anthemic song.
Thank you. Yeah. But, you know, we've got a long way to go, aware of that, and we're a relatively new band, especially here. As we always say this, but you have a massive country with hundreds of millions of people in it, and, you know, we're just happy to be over here playing shows, and that's how we think you build a band with a lasting, meaningful connection with their audience, is by playing shows and connecting with your audience. And so it was good, but we're not intimidated by it, and we'll do it again anyway. It's fine.
You're talking about playing shows, and this actually brings me to another question I wanted to bring up to you. We're live in 95 Will Rock Studio East. The big news in the American music and television industry today is that it was divulged that next year's run of American Idol is going to be its last. And like it or not, it was the vehicle through which the world discovered great artists: Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood, Daughtry, Jennifer Hudson. Do you feel like we're kind of past this thing? And how do you feel about competitions like these as opposed to artists just going out doing it the old school way, going out and playing gigs, you know, for fans, you know, one fan at a time?
Well, that's what we believe in, and that's the way we believe in building a band. And I think also when you're playing those shows to 2 people, to 10 people, however few people it is when you start out, that's training. You know, that's like, you can't play great in front of 10,000 people unless you can play great in front of 10 people. That's how we see it. Having said that, I think, you know, the world is changing, isn't it? And one good thing I think about all of these talent shows is I think it's really pushed music into the forefront of people's minds again. You know, it feels to me anyway like music is more popular than ever, and certainly, you know, rock music or indie or whatever, it's just a real appetite for it at the moment. And I think that must have something to do with all of the kind of the carpet bombing that you get when you have all these talent shows that are all over the place, you know. So I personally think there's room for everything. I'm not kind of terribly strict about it when it comes to music. I think it's all valid and it's all different.
Talent is talent, no doubt. We're
Right.
live at 95 Will Rock Studio East, brought to you by Consumers Credit Union, everywhere for everyone, and online at myconsumers.org. Also, Barbecued Productions, Route 45 and 3rd Lake, and online at wegrillit.all.com, and the music source on Route 45 Gray Lake. So we heard an original, and a
You did?
damn good one. I Want
Thanks.
Out is just a great song. And what a cool cover you guys have for us from just, you know, an esoteric act, but an act that is distinctly British, as you guys are. So this is Fake Plastic Trees, Young Guns, live from 95 Will Rock Studio East.
All right. Chinese rubber plant. it wears him out. It wears. She looks like the real thing. She tastes like the real thing. My fake plastic love. And I can't help the feeling. I could blow through the ceiling if I just turn and run. It wears me out. It wears me out. It wears me out. And it wears me out. And as if I could be who you wanted, if I could be who you wanted all the time, all the time. Thank you.
Wow. Live at 95 Will Rock's Studio East, Young Guns and their take on what is a great Radiohead song, Fake Plastic Trees. I think that was on that Radiohead album. That's just one of my favorite bands. Thank you so much, guys. The previous track was I Want Out. We want to say thank you to John on guitar, Gus, our singer, and also on guitar, Ben, back there on the drums. What's up, brother? Simon on bass, just awesome. The album is called Ones and Zeros, and you'll have chances to see Young Guns either in Joliet on June 23rd. They're going to be playing with 3 Days Grace, or in Libertyville. They're going to be there on June 24th. So Chicagoland 2 area
That's
dates
my birthday as well. So
coming.
there
Oh,
was no
really?
excuse not to
Uh-oh.
do that.
Austin's Fuel Room.
Yeah.
They're going to be burning the place down. Going to be a good time.
That sounds good. All right, I'm holding you to that.
Yeah, we'll remember that.
Guys, thank you so much for stopping by this
It
evening.
was our pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, and thanks to everybody coming out tonight to enjoy Young Guns here live at 95 Will Rock Studio East Theater. I guess at this point we'll kick it back to Studio West. Guys, thank you so much, and everybody have a great evening.